Hey guys, here's Louie, and on this video we are going to see if I can achieve the correct color for the engine on a first gen Firebird, which is a baby blue color. Okay, it's like a metallic blue. They sell aerosol cans, they sell paint in a paint can that you're able to also spray with a air sprayer. I haven't tried that one yet, but on my next engine I will try that one. I tried the aerosol sprayer from Dupla, and all of that is cool. Okay, it works, and it's as close as to the original color you're possibly gonna be. But at the end, what are you going to do if you did that process in the beginning, still was working on your car, and with all the dust flying all over the places and different types of debris, and your engine bay and engine also got dirty again? So I'm going to get back to this. These are the products right here. Let's go to the car. So the 68 Firebird, she's basically done. All body work. She's painted. She's a driving car. This car moves, it stops, and it's also wired. Okay, my next move on the car after this project will be getting the headliner in. Once I get the headliner in, I'm just waiting for warmer weather, because that works much better when it's warmer outside for the material to stretch and everything. The heat helps with that. Right now here in Pennsylvania, it's still winter. It's getting better. It's warming up. Today we in the 50s, but that's going to be more towards into the middle of the spring or so. Once I get that headliner in, the glass will go in this car, and I will take her for a test drive, because the car has insurance and everything. She's ready to rock and roll. Now, back to this video. I've been working on the car. Me and Jonathan from Vinyl Village Garage, we're the ones that dropped this engine in with the transmission. Is a 204R or R4. Sometimes I get that mixed up, but it's a 4-speed from a Chevy, automatic 4-speed from Chevy. And we put that in the first time Jonathan visited me over a year ago now. It's going to be 2 years this September. So from that point on that Jonathan was here with me installing the drivetrain, I mean, I did a lot of body work, a whole bunch of body work to the car, a whole bunch of sanding, and then I also paint. I try to protect the engine bay as best as I possibly can with plastic and everything you possibly could do in a house garage, from keeping dust flying everywhere. But as much as you try, she'll still get dirty. She'll still get filthy if you're doing that type of work to the car still. So I am pretty picky when it comes to the engine bay. I believe your engine bay is supposed to look presentable. I have said before that giving a ring to somebody is just not the ring, it's how you present it. So the box, if the box looks good, the ring is even going to look better. So I did some cleaning up, okay? I still want to wipe the engine one more time, and I'm using Windex and also rubbing alcohol. Those two products are really cheap. I got it in the Dollar Tree. I picked them up in the Dollar Tree, extremely cheap. And I'm going to wipe it down one more time before I start painting the engine block. And the reason I want to try these two paints mixed up to achieve that baby blue color is because imagine if you have your engine all assembled here on the engine bay, and the only thing you want to do is touch it up with a rattle can. You will have to mask everything up. You will have to put plastic all over the car, all over the engine bay, and protect your wires and your hoses as best as you can to achieve that. But I figured, and I was thinking, if I could mix two colors together to achieve this baby blue as best as possible and get away by brushing the paint on, I'll save a lot of headache in masking, and I'll save a lot of headaches of overspray. So let's see if I'm able to achieve that. I did the radiator, is nice and painted. I also went on and I paint a whole bunch of parts that I didn't get to do, that belongs in the engine bay, of course. So power steering pump is nice and painted. Power steering pump bolts and pulley bolts. Okay, over here we have the pulley for the power steering pump, pulley bracket, also a pulley bracket. Over here you have your alternator brackets, and here is my cooling fan. Okay, and I am really happy to say that all of this is original first gen Firebird. Nothing here is reproduction. If that's the only way you could do it, hey, do it. But at least it will look correct, period correct. I'm really blessed, and I give thanks a lot to God every day. He's been blessing me throughout the years to still find and hold on to this for many years also, these original parts. I have here the fan shroud, which I painted with a paint for plastic. Okay, she looks way better than what she did before. Here I have the vent tube that comes out of your valve covers into your air cleaner. She's nice and painted, and that was a flat black I used because that's not supposed to be real shiny or high gloss or medium gloss or satin black. Flat black is the way to go. Here is your heating hose bracket. Your heating hose will go in this opening here and will rest. This will go on the cylinder head passenger side, and it will hold the hose. This is also correct and original for first gen Firebirds. Okay, the spray paint that I used on all of this I will share with you guys pretty soon. So this is everything here, and this is what it takes. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my process. I cleaned everything, I wiped everything down with rubbing alcohol. All right, and if you choose to shoot a little etching primer on the metal parts, and not the plastic one, but the metal parts, you can. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, these parts I literally, some of them I did and some of them I didn't. I just make sure I used a wire brush, cleaned it down, wiped it down nice and clean, and started shooting paint. So now, to get the bird looking real good under the hood, these are the products I used. I like to keep it nice and simple and budget friendly. Remember, this hobby is really, really expensive. So if you could keep the cost down, the more funds you could put on something else on the car, because some things you could get away with and sometimes you can't. You have to shoot out that money. So whenever you could save the money for your project, go right ahead. So I picked up a cheap aluminum foil at the Dollar Tree. Foam paint brushes at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to tell you why I'm using foam brushes and not a regular brush. Okay, Royal Blue Rust-Oleum. Check this out. It's a Royal Blue Rust-Oleum oil base. Okay, 8 ounces can. I pay $9.99. Over here, gloss white oil base Rust-Oleum, also 8-ounce can. At the end, for these two I paid $21.18. All right, the spray aerosol can will cost you something like that. A Scotch-Brite, what you want to do is Scotch-Brite the engine, and when you finish scratching her up, you wipe her down with, like I told you, rubbing alcohol or Windex. Let it dry and you're ready to apply your paint. This is self-etching primer. Self-etching primer are for your metal raw parts that are just in metal before you paint them. I use this on the engine bay pulleys and stuff like that. Like I said, some of them I did, some of them I didn't. This is also an Ace product, okay, flat black. This is what I use on the radiator. All right, I don't have it here, but I also use the same can from Ace, their name brand. I use a satin black, and that's what I shot the brackets, fan, pulleys with, a satin black. And this crayon over here, satin black, I used it for the fan shroud, because when you read the instructions, it'll tell you you could use it on plastic, and the fan shroud for these cars is made out of plastic. You're going to use some tape to mask some things that you don't want to put some paint on, of course. And the reason I'm saying to use the foam brushes and not the regular paint brush, let me see if I have something here, and not the original classic whatever paint brushes, is because if you use this on your engine, you are going to see the strokes of the brush when you're painting the engine, right? But if you use a foam brush, you won't. Believe me, I've done it plenty of times. You won't see it. I saw my buddy Rusty River Garage, I believe it's called Rusty River's Garage, and he used a brush on his engine when he was putting it together, and I gave him that tip, and now I could actually show him that tip and show everybody else that tip. So this what it takes. This idea came to me only if your engine is assembled. If you guys want to do it when you still have it in the engine stand, by all means you can. But if your engine is assembled in your car and it's been a while since you have painted it and it got debris, this idea came to my mind, and let's see how it works. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so this is the reason why I use the aluminum foil. You see, it's the easy way just to wrap your hoses or wiring and get them out the way. And if you can't remove it out the way, you wrap them like that, the paint won't touch it and mess it up with paint. Then later on you got to wipe everything down. Doesn't make sense. So that's the tip with the aluminum foil. Please, when you remove your spark plugs, mark them over there. I hope it focuses and you guys can see it. I marked it with some masking tape. Here you go. Here is a chart that I did. I don't know how many numbers of years ago. I keep it. Even though these Pontiac engines, I would know them like the back of my hands. Here's the firing order. Please keep in mind to when you remove each spark plug, as you remove it, tag it with some masking tape, get a Sharpie, name the cylinder, and put them away before you start painting the engine bay. All right, guys, so here I have the paint. The royal blue is open, and the Rust-Oleum white is also open. Okay, I shook the white one pretty good. I just want to mix the blue one up more. So here goes nothing. And that's the royal blue color there. Okay, I have a cup that have measurements by ounces, and that's what I'm going to go by, so I could give you guys the accurate ounces that I used. So let me just put some tape on this so I don't make a mess. All right, And I'm gonna go by the 4 ounces of blue. Let's see. Okay. Let me see if I could get you guys in there. This is 4 ounces here of blue. It's a little shy of the 4 ounce, but it's right there. And remember, I moved the stick with the, I moved the blue paint with the stick, so that's why I left the stick there, because it has some paint on it. Now the white paint, she's nice and mixed, and I'm gonna go to the 5 ounce mark. She's at 5 with the white. Okay, let's put that over there. Now we're gonna mix it and see what kind of color I get. Check this out. Not that bad. It's not that bad. It's getting there. Look at the difference already. It's getting there. So I stopped at 5 ounces. It was 4 ounces blue. And up to the next line of 5 ounces when I stopped with the white paint. Okay? And I don't want to mix nobody up. So let's keep mixing this paint up, and I see where we at. Now Pontiac Blue is a little lighter. It's not that far off yet. It's not that far off, so it's a good thing. Now on this one, I'm gonna go up to 1 ounce. And she's there, 1 ounce. And of course, if you do it like me, you should have the same results. I'm not trying to push no paint there. I don't want to push it down or nothing. I'll just stop when she stops flowing down to the cup. Okay, and let's mix her up. There you go. There you go, baby. Oh yeah. Now this looks like Pontiac Blue, baby. I'm just mixing. Always remember to mix your paint. Take your time. Now, there goes my Pontiac Blue. I don't know if it looks a little darker to you guys there, but believe me, she's Pontiac Blue. Oh yeah. It's a nice color right there. Alright guys, here on the spark plugs I put masking tape like that they don't get mixed up. I'm going to show you guys. So that's the Pontiac Blue color I got, and to me is as close as possible as I'm going to get it. Okay, and this is what I mean. When you're painting your engine with a paintbrush that is a foam brush, you really won't see no stroke. As she goes into her drying phase, the strokes will disappear completely. Okay. Just take your time. All right, you don't want to use a whole bunch of paint. All right, once she dries, you could hit her up again. I'm not going to bore you guys with a whole bunch of painting, but you get the idea. All right, guys, so you are going to see the results. It's a lot of nicks and crannies on the engine once it's assembled that is really hard. I found out to get with the foam brush. So if you use a regular brush, okay, a standard painter's brush, you could use this, but once you pass it with the standard brush, right away dip your foam brush into paint and smooth it out like that. You don't see the bristles. Okay, so my conclusion is, let me get this. My conclusion is, if you want to get this blue, I did 4 of the blue here. So 4 ounces of the blue paint, all right, and 2 ounces of the white, and I got this exact blue. Now, if you want to do and try to get a little closer to Pontiac, I would suggest to add plus 1 more ounce of white and mix it all together, and it'll be a lighter blue than that. Like I said, this is just a ballpark. It's not the metallic kind of blue, Pontiac blue that we know about, but I'd rather have these results that I got here than having the engine looking like crap. So that's the blue that was final on the engine. All right, she's still wet. I'm letting it dry. Before I could assemble the whole engine bay, put everything back together, and make her a driving car again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you guys can mix the paint however you want to get closer to that Pontiac color, but that's the way I did it. And I did not use no reducer. If you're gonna reduce Rust-Oleum paint, me personally, I like to use mineral spirits. A whole bunch of guys like to use acetone. I like mineral spirits. That's what I have used in the past, and that's what have worked for me. I feel that with acetone, it dries much faster, but I don't know. But my experience is mineral spirits. This one I did not mix, no reducer. Remember, just how I show in the beginning of the video, how I mix the paint is how I apply the paint. So guys, stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little fun for me, and little by little the bird is just getting done. I need to do the headliner, put my glass in, do the rally rims all over, restore those, put my interior in. I have door panels. I still need the seat covers and the red carpet. And the Firebird 68 will be 100% done. Take care. Bye-bye.